Hi everybody. So this is Everlee. She is Little Peanut from Ashton Drake. I'm going to change her outfit today and show you a few things about her. And let's see. I'm going to condition her hair, but I'm going to do that off camera later on. Because I've already done videos on how to take care of mohair. So this is the product that I use. Called Easy Hair. I get it off of Amazon. It was like $12, $15, something like that. Wasn't really expensive. You don't need a lot. And it's just a leave-in conditioner. You can also use some human leave-in conditioners mixed with water. One of the favorites that people use is the Noodles and Boo. So that works on them too. All you really got to do, like I said in the other videos, is just to keep the mohair itself conditioned because it no longer has a scalp. So once it's removed, it comes from Angora goats. So anyway, I had her in this little sleeper. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to leave on her onesie. I'm going to leave on her diaper. She has a little bracelet, which when I started doing these dolls, I started collecting. I started making little bracelets with their names on them. And so most of them have, well, about half of them have the bracelets and half of them don't. I just never got around to making the other half, which I need to probably do just for my own information. Although I do keep their information in a file. And that way I know who's who and what goes with who and that kind of thing. So, but anyhow, I'm going to change her clothes. Now let's go over a couple of different things about Miss Everlee here. So, like I said, she's from Ashton Drake. And I did not redo her weighting. I didn't redo her stuffing, nothing. I have left her as she came about 5 years ago. In the fall, she'll be 5 years old. So, I'll just give you a show of what, This is her actual Ashton Drake body. I have not changed it out or anything like that. It's a cloth body. And it's not like a regular reborn body. These are not considered reborns per se. They are realistic dolls. So there's that. Now I put cloth diapers on my babies. A, because I happen to like them. And B, because it actually does help protect the paint a little bit. Because the other thing is I'm also not taking away, like people say, from real babies. Because she uses the same one all the time. And with the disposables, you have to change those every so often because the gel in them draws moisture. And it can actually damage the painting on your doll. So I prefer the cloth ones myself. But anyway, this is a look at what the rest of the body looks like. She is zip-tied, just like any other of these dolls would be. She is a full legs and 3/4 arm. Her arms have armatures, so you can pose her. And her armatures are pretty good. They make a weird squeaky sound whenever you move the arms and stuff. So the armature is always kind of not really my favorite thing, but they're all right. They're great for posing and things. So, but anyway, I'm gonna put this back on her so that I can dress her. And she is one of my favorites. She was the third doll that I got in my collection. And she's actually happens to be one that's a spitting image of my mother in her baby picture. So she's kind of special that way. And her middle name is Marie, in honor of my mother who's passed on. But, yeah, so there's that. And I'm going to put her little arm back in her onesie here. I do keep the onesie on it just to protect her upper body and stuff. Because you don't know, sometimes dye transfers and stuff like that. And just plain, just handling can mess with these dolls. So you don't want to damage the doll because these dolls are investments. They are a little pricey. Even she is not considered cheap by most people's standards. She was over $130 when at the time I bought her. But I got her back when this was a very popular doll. So that's always going to jack the price up a little bit. Now, on her feet, I'm going to put her some little white socks. And then I got her a little dress. And I'm going to put that on in a little hair bow. And then later on I'll do her hair and condition it and everything. Because I condition it and then I just have to let her sit for a little bit to dry. Because you don't want her to lay on it because it'll mat the hair. So, unless it's dry, then it's okay. But this little dress is one I've had. And it's probably about 5 years old. And, because I got it back when I got her the second doll, which is another Ashton Drake, which is my Hazel. And, yeah, so I got that for her, but I kind of like putting this one on Evie because it fits her pretty good. And she looks cute in it, so I'll put this on her. And now, I did something they say you shouldn't do with these dolls, which, I don't know. I mean, I understand why they say that, because you can damage the armature if you're not careful. But I actually was able to not break the armature, but to make it in such a way that I can do this with her, which you're not supposed to do. But, you know, it works fine for me. And she's not broken, so I guess I didn't do too much damage to her. So, but anyway, button it up in the back. And this doll, it does come weighted. She's about 4 pounds. She's a nice, hefty doll. She's about 18 inches. Nothing, you know, too big or anything. She could wear some big preemie or small newborn outfits. This one, I believe, is a 3-month size, actually. And that's because I use it as a dress for her. It actually came with some little pants and stuff, but I don't need the pants on her, so I just use it as a little dress. And I think it fits her nice. So, anyway. Oh, the thing with her, too, is she doesn't actually sit. So I have to, like, pose her certain ways in pictures, like with things behind her, so that she sits up and looks like she's sitting. But she's really not. The legs themselves don't actually sit. Like when she's got her legs bent here, her bottom doesn't actually touch anything. Sometimes I'll roll up a towel, put underneath of the blanket to make it look like she's sitting. But, yeah. But all in all, she's a nice little doll. And I just thought I would do a changing video today and just talk about her a little bit. So there's my Everlee. And we will see you next time.